if we're going to survive, the little guy is going to survive, we need to be a force, be a partner.
Community.
A community, yeah.
The new design, Mom.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We keep changing our branding a little bit.
We have buyers that will contact us because they've smoked our product. They found a couple of eighths of ours, and then the buyers are contacting us because they want to get it for their store. And that was like 2 of them last week. We're just saying that they're like, oh, we've had your product before. We want to give it to our consumers when we open our doors.
A lot of time and it takes a lot of space because you have to pheno hunt. Are you familiar with that?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like siblings, right? So if you pop 16 seeds, you're going to have 4 that are tall, 4 that are short and stocky, 4 that are in the middle, and so you have these siblings. So you group them, flower them through, and then test them.
We had the passion, we had the love for this herb, and some of them didn't make it. Some of them had to sell their license or, get rid of the lease or, who knows. But, a lot of the people like us fought through and got it done. And, like I was telling Brian earlier, it's, early and often. Get your name out there, really push, your quality. Because there's plenty of product in the market right now, but there's just not the quality and the passion and the love that we have for it. And I think it shows on the back end. I mean, bud tenders are excited when we show up with, new packages, and the consumers have been really good too. They know quality. I mean, they're the ones that are buying our product and, reviewing it and, posting on Instagram. So we really love that, and that keeps us going, When you add butane or ethanol, you're extracting specific terpenes or cannabinoids, mostly THC. But then you're ruining all the other terpenes and everything that make it cannabis. So with us doing a solventless run, it's absolutely the best flavor you could ever get from the flower.
Yeah, it goes back to that whole flower mentality. Use the whole plant.
Entourage effect.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about the process?
Smoking?
Yes! Yes!
Good answer.
That was a perfect answer.
Consistency, and people love them. I mean, Neville's Haze is one of our really good strains. It's one of our high sativas, so if you like sativas, Neville's Haze is your one. Blue Dream, obviously the hybrid of the century. Everyone loves it. It's tough. We're small, so we're when we bring in more genetics, we gotta lose some genetics too. You know, we
Sure.
don't have 20,000 square feet, full rooms of all these different strains. You know, so we pick and choose. You know, whether it's selling properly or it's testing out, you know, how we like it or not how we like. You know, so this all takes months and growing, and you know, flowering takes 2 months, but that's after 2 months of being in here. You know, so that's 4 months before we even harvest it, and then testing, dry cure. So by the time we actually get test results, these plants are looking, you know, pretty big.
That's sweet.
Especially if you have 20 of them. For 20 phenos, you know, you don't want to lose a pheno and go back and be like, oh.
We have some people come through here that go, oh my gosh, I never realized, you know, the level of your controls, and the level of monitoring, that type of thing. So I think that's a lot of it. People just don't realize. And honestly, like I said, we didn't come from the industry, but Joe did enough R&D in our garage that we understood what it was going to take. Year or two ago, I read an article in the Worcester magazine about doctors acknowledge the benefit of cannabis to Crohn's disease. And of course I was like, "Ooh, that's awesome." So I read, and they were saying that Crohn's patients were using it, and it wasn't just masking the symptoms, it was literally improving the condition, which is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I was excited, and I was really pleased. I got to the last paragraph saying, where it said, pharmaceutical companies hope to use this information to create new medicines in the future.
Yeah, right.
For what?
Hello, just use the plant.
If it ain't
Here.
broke, don't fix it.
We spared no expense in the cultivation because that's our bread and butter. Yeah. You know, so we took it up to the next level. So, yeah.
So this goes, so basically we whip this into a bubbly soup, and then we dump it into this bucket that has these different microns. And this is where you get the high quality bubble hash.
The ice water here knocks the trichomes off the plant, and they fall to the bottom. And then, like Joe said, we open up and run the water through micron bags, which filters out the different size resultant trichomes. And that's what we dry and becomes hash. Very strong.
It's very strong.
Yes, around 90% is where our rosin tests out at. So it's a one hit will do ya, one dab will do ya.
Yeah, we had like 5% terps, I think, on one.
We're proud of the quality of product that we're producing. It's all about the team.
And we pulled it off ourselves, you know, that was the biggest thing. It was that there was no investment per se into having Gibby's get established. There was people that believed in the industry and had life savings that they said, hey, here's a check for $5,000, and we paid them back, and it was high interest short-term loans, and that's how we funded this. And then everything my wife and I owned in the world, except our unborn children.
They're involved.
Yeah,
Not the unborn.
our grandchildren. But
and we wish you guys continued
Yeah.
luck and success. And I mean, there is such a need for what you're doing. You know, the information you're putting out there. You know, that is what is going to continue to change the stigma and continue to expand the openness of people to reach for this nutrient.
Yeah, we certainly recognize the content, the value of the content that you guys
Yes.
are putting out there.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I was like, yep, absolutely, come on in, come talk to us.
Well,
What
that's
you're doing
huge.
is great.
We really appreciate
I
that.
don't know, knowledge
Glad-
is power.
I'm glad we're doing good. Yes.
It's awesome. I can't wait to